Jana from Bath Township Public Library, and you are watching Storytime Anytime. Now, before we start reading our stories, we are going to sing our hello song. And while we do our hello song, we do 2 words in American Sign Language. The first word is hello. So you're going to put your hand right to the side of your head and lift it up and away, just like you're saluting. The second word we're going to do is friends. So you're going to take your 2 pointer fingers. They are best friends, and they're going to give each other hugs, just like that. Are you ready to sing? We're going to sing it 2 times together. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. We go again. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Good job, everybody. Are you ready to read some stories with me? Today, we are going to be reading some stories about dogs. Do you have a dog? I have a dog. Her name is Ripley, and she is a great big black lab. But our first story is going to be about 4 peppy puppies, and their names are Pippa, Percival, Pancake, and Poppy. What is the same about all those names? Pippa, Percival, Pancake, and Poppy. You're right, they all start with the letter P. This story is written by Deborah Deason, and it is illustrated by Grace Song, and this is published by Sleeping Bear Press. Are you ready? A puppy named Poppy went out for a run, tumbling, rumbling, looking for fun. She came to a fence. She heard a big sound, and she dug a hole under, and that's when she found... What do you think she's going to find? Another puppy! How many puppies do you see now? 1, 2. Pancake and Poppy paraded along, gleeful and playful, their puppy legs strong. They came to a stump. They heard a big sound. They clambered up over, and that's when they found... Shall we see what they found? Another puppy! Now, how many doggies do we have? 1, Pancake. That's a silly name for a dog, isn't it? 2, Poppy. We'll have to wait and see what this dog's name. Percival. That's also a silly name. Pancake and Poppy as one rollicked and frolicked and raced in the sun. They came to a heap. They heard a big sound. They pushed their way through, and that's when they found... Shall we see what they find? Can you guess? Another puppy! Now how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think this puppy's name is? Her name is Pippa. So we have Pippa, Percival, Pancake, and Poppy. Pippa and Percival, Pancake and Poppy galloped and gambled, their ears flippy-floppy. They came to an alley. They heard not a sound. They squeezed their way in. And that's when they found... Is there going to be another puppy? That's kind of a dark, scary place, isn't it? A cat! What does a cat say? Meow! They look scared. Run, puppies, run! That cat is going to chase them. Scoot and skedaddle, hot foot and hurry, scramble and scuttle, scamper and scurry. 4 peppy puppies rushing away, done with adventure, enough for today. They came to a sidewalk, they sniffed all around, they followed their noses, and that's when they found, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They are all going in different directions. Shall we see what they find now? What did they find? I think they found their people. There's Pippa and Percival and Pancake and Poppy, all going to their people. Home! They all look very happy, don't they? Pippa's getting brushed, and Percival's getting a snack, it looks like. Pancake's playing fetch. And it looks like Poppy is taking a nap. The ends. Our next story is written and illustrated by David Melling, and this is published by Candlewick Press. This is called Ruffles and the Red, Red Coat. Doesn't look like Ruffles likes her red, red coat. This is Ruffles. Ruffles loves howling. Can you howl? Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Scratching. Can we scratch? Like a dog, maybe? Our ears? Eating. Yum, 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 yum. Fetching. She's got a toy in her mouth. Sniffing. Can you sniff? Chewing. Yum, 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 yum. Digging. Running. And sleeping. But Ruffles does not love his new red coat. Not one teeny tiny little bit. No, 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 no. Are you ever told to wear a coat and you don't want to? It's not fun, is it? Ruffles should wear his coat when it is wet and cold. Just like you should wear a coat when it's wet and cold. Today, it is cold and wet, and the rain is making puddles. Ruffles loves puddles. So Ruffles sniffs. Can you sniff? And pats. Pat, 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 pat. And licks. And splishes. And splashes. And splashes. And jumps and jumps and jumps. Can you pretend to jump in a puddle? And splash. Without his coat. Is it going to be wet and cold now? This is Ruffles' friend, Ruby. Ruby's wearing her new blue coat. They sniff. Can you sniff? And pat. Pat, pat, pat. And lick. And splish and splash and splash and jump and jump and jump until... Are you jumping in your puddle and splashing? Big dogs come! Uh-oh. They are going to get them all wet too, aren't they? Splash, splash, splash. The puddle is all splashed away, and Ruffles is wet and cold and mad. But Ruby shakes, shake, 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 and wags her tail. Can you wag your tail? And she still wants to play. Ruffles doesn't. No, 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 no. Ruffles looks grumpy. Now Ruby is sad, and she goes away. Poor Ruby. I think Ruffles hurt her feelings. And Ruffles is all alone. But then Ruby comes back with Ruffles' red coat. And it takes a really, really long time. And he has to do lots and lots of wriggling until at last the coat is on. There he is in his red coat. And look, another puddle. Maybe the red coat is not so bad after all. Ruffles loves sniffing. Can you sniff? And patting. And licking. Splishing, splashing, splashing, and jumping, jumping, jumping in puddles. Are you jumping in a puddle? But most of all, Ruffles loves Ruby. because they are friends, right? They look like they had so much fun playing together. The end. Our last story today is one of my favorites. This is called Mr. Scruff. This is written and illustrated by Simon James, and this is also published by Kindle Wick. This is Polly. She belongs to Molly. What's special about those two names? Polly and Molly. Do you know what's special about those two names? They sound kind of the same, don't they? But they have different beginnings. Do you know what that's called? You're right, that's called rhyming. Shall we see if there's other rhymes in this story? This is Eric. He belongs to Derek. Derek and Eric. Do those names rhyme? You're right, they do. This is Minnie. What's a name that rhymes with Minnie? Can you think of one? She belongs to Vinny. Vinny and Minnie rhyme. But who's this? It's Mr. Scruff. For Mr. Scruff, there's no one. Mr. Scruff lives in a shelter. That's where dogs live that don't have homes and are waiting to find homes. This is Mick. He belongs to Rick. Look, they're riding a motorcycle together. And this is Lawrence. Do you know a name that rhymes with Lawrence? That's a hard word to rhyme. Shall we see if the author was able to think of one? He belongs to Florence. Florence and Lawrence. But things are looking rough for poor old Mr. Scruff. He does look sad and alone, doesn't he? Wait a minute. What's this? It's Jim. They seem to like each other. But Jim, says Dad, are you sure? He's so big and you're so small. I can't see it working. Not at all. He's so old, says Mom, and you're so young. Surely a puppy would be more fun. No, says Jim, he needs a home, a place to call his very own. That's what he needs, and that's enough for me and Mr. Scruff. They look happy together, don't they? So while Polly has Molly, Eric has Derek, Minnie has Vinny, Mick has Rick, and Lawrence has Florence, now Mr. Scruff belongs to Jim. And though it doesn't rhyme, Mr. Scruff and Jim do not rhyme, do they? It's all worked out just fine. But wait a minute, who's this? Oh, it's Mr. Gruff. He's come to choose a dog. Here's a little pup. They seem to like each other. I'm so big and you're so small, but that doesn't matter. No, not at all. Mr. Gruff is happy. It's the perfect dog for him. Can you guess the puppy's name? Well, of course. It's Tim. That was silly, wasn't it? So their names don't need a rhyme, do they? To still have a happy home. The end. Since we read some stories about dogs today, we are going to do one of my favorite action songs about a very silly dog named Rags. So I'm going to show you a couple of the motions first. Rags eats so much that his tummy sags. Can you hold your hands way out in front like you have a great big tummy? And he has ears that go flip-flop. Can you put some ears on top of your head and make them go flip, flop, flip, flop? He has a tail that goes wig, wag. Can you shake your tail? And when he walks, he goes zig and zag. Can you do that too? Zig and zag. Are you ready to sing with me? We're going to do it 2 times so you'll get the words. Here we go. I've got a dog and his name is Rags. He eats so much that his tummy sags. His ears flip flop and his tail wig wags. And when he walks, he goes zig and zag. He goes flip flop wig wag. Zigzag, he goes flip flop wig wag. Zigzag, he goes flip flop wig wag. Zigzag. I love Rags and he loves me. We sing it again now? I think you got it. I've got a dog and his name is Rags. He eats so much that his tummy sags. His ears flip flop and his tail wig wags. And when he walks, he goes zig and zag. He goes flip flop wig wag. Zigzag, he goes flip flop wig wag. Zigzag, he goes flip flop wig wag. Zigzag, I love Rags and he loves me. I told you that was a silly song. Wasn't it fun though? Now story time is almost over. All we have left to do is to sing our goodbye song. Our goodbye song is a lot like our hello song. Remember how we signed hello in our hello song? Well, for goodbye, we're going to sign goodbye. And that's how you say goodbye in American Sign Language. Hold up your hand and wave goodbye. Are you ready to sing? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. I almost said hello again, didn't I? Can we sing it again? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching the Storytime Anytime on the...
Oh
It's going to be a long day.
The day's almost over, sweetie.
Okay. It feels much longer. Okay. We should go buy ice cream.
I will go buy you ice cream after story time is over.
Woohoo! Okay, ready? Okay. Well, story time is almost over. All we have left to do is to sing our goodbye song. Our goodbye song is a lot like our hello song, but remember how we said hello in American Sign Language during our hello song? For a goodbye song, we're going to say goodbye in American Sign Language. That's how you say goodbye. You hold up your hand and wave goodbye. Do you remember how we said friends? We take our 2 pointer fingers. They are best friends and they're going to give each other hugs. Are you ready to sing with me? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Sing it one more time. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching Storytime Anytime with the Bath Township Public Library. Be sure to hit subscribe to our channel and also follow the Bath Township Public Library on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and Instagram. Bye.